Hello, my name is Les Hamilton. I want to talk to you about a project that I'm going to do today and how this project came about. Um, for years, my legs have been giving me a problem, and my children, my grandchildren especially, were telling me that need to get rid of this clogged tub. Every year it gets a little higher as you try to work to get in it, and getting in it is fine, but then you have to get out. So it's my wife and myself. Our grandkids love it. Matter of fact, I have one from Toledo that comes down and swims laps and stuff. She loves it. But it's not practical for us anymore, so we want to get rid of it. And to do that process, I want to share it with you what I want to do in this small bathroom. This bathroom is a little more than 100 square foot. That's not much room. But we can do a lot with a small bathroom if we just take our time and uh, design it properly and have good people working with us to make it happen. The tub area itself is 32 inches by 65 inches. Not much room, but that's adequate for a shower. So, what I did was, beginning of the year, I had both my legs, this one, um, knee replaced in January, and in June I had this one replaced. So I said, okay, this is Dayton, Ohio. The year 2019, I mean, it should be an uneventful year. What can go wrong? I'll be able to sit back and recuperate and begin the process of renovating the bathroom in late fall as my legs recover. Well, this year, if you know anything about Dayton, Ohio, was everything but uneventful. So, as a matter of fact, it was quite traumatic. What I do know is, and I say it all the time, life goes on. So you can't dwell on what happens. You have to pick yourself up and continue to develop and improve your lifestyle so that you have a good, comfortable living for yourself and your wife. So that's what I'm going to do. My grandson, Kirk Jr., he kept bugging me about getting this done. So I told him I was going to do it. He also kept bugging me about the toilet too. And this toilet is a little longer, a little higher than the average toilet, and it makes a lot of difference. He called me up one day and he said, "Granddaddy, I got a freight truck dropping your toilet off at McDonald's. You need to go down there and pick it up." I said, "Okay, Kirk, I'll go get it. Not a problem. I can replace the toilet." Replaced that toilet, and it made all the difference in the world. The difference is, and you can't really see it, but it's 2 inches 2 inches higher than the old toilet that I had. And that 2 inches just makes big difference when you get older. Everything matters. So being able to sit down on the toilet and that toilet seat grabs you 2 inches higher than it used to, that really reduces the stress on your knees. So I did that, and now he's saying, okay, you got the toilet in, now let's do something with the bathroom. So as I was going through my rehabilitation with my knee, I had a long time to sit on my think tank and plan this out. Plan this out. I want to share with you what the plan is and how I plan to go about doing it. Everything's sort of color coded, and I'll share with you what that is all about. The first thing that I know is there's certain parts about this that I can't do. And I need good quality people that have the skill set to do it. What I did was I looked on YouTube and I said, oh, okay, here's a remodeling the bathroom. I'm not the best, but I can do this. I can do this. And I convinced myself that I can. And I'm going to share with you the process of me doing it. And I'm going to do it. But there's certain areas that I can't do. One, the thing that I realized is the tub itself, that's the shower tub, that has to be done right. And I need an expert, someone who knows what they're doing to do that. So my brother-in-law agreed to come up and do the shower tub for me, because that's a skill set that is beyond me. I don't want to mess that up. A lot of the video on YouTube that you see where people go back and have to redo relatively new tubs, showers, is because it wasn't done properly. So you have to do the shower tub properly. So I need some help with that. My brother-in-law, Derek Eason, agreed to come up and help me with the tub, and not the tub, the shower, and not just the shower, but the plumbing and the little electric that we're going to have done. Those three things I'm going to need a little help with, and he agreed to come up and help me with that. So I said, if you come up and help me, I'm going to go through this and make sure that everything is laid out in my mind. I don't have a blueprint, so that we don't waste your time. And this guy's going to spend 2 weeks off his job to come up and do this, and we don't want to waste his time. So here's the plan. Well, the first thing that we're going to do is get rid of the tub. I'm not going to come in with a sledgehammer and tear it apart. This tub is too valuable. Get a couple of my grandsons, and we're going to take it out and put it in the back. We're not going to tear it up. Once we get rid of the tub, the floor, we've got to get rid of the floor, and that's the demolition process. Get rid of the tile on the floor and the raised area here, and take a good look at the floor and repair what needs to be done. We have a basement, not a crawl space, and I can see some water damage from the basement, so there may be some minor repair on the floor before we can get started with the tile. So the process, the demolition, remove the tub, remove the floor tile. Now notice I didn't say anything about tearing out walls and tearing out tile walls. We're not going to do that. And a lot of people are saying, well, how are you going to renovate the bathroom without tearing out the tile? We're going to laminate over top of it. And that's a process. It's relatively new here in the States, but it is a process. It works. It's a time saver, and it will create a better product because you'll have a much sturdier wall in half the time. So the process is going over the existing wall. So what we have here is, if you can see this, these rectangles, two, and I've got a couple right here and right here, they represent niches. If you know what a niche is just a recess inside the wall cavity. There's a lot of room in there. So we want to go inside that wall cavity and build a nice niche to put a lot of the stuff that you see on the outside of the shelves inside the wall. We want to make as much room as possible in this 100 square foot bathroom area. There's room in the walls. The niches are becoming more and more popular. They're relatively labor intensive. They take somewhat of a skill set, but it's something I think that I can do. And with my brother-in-law and my brother Alan standing by just in case I need help, we should be able to take care of that. So niches, niches, niches here. This wall right here, this line is a partition wall, goes all the way up to the deck, and it only comes out 1 foot. So there's a partition wall up to the deck, comes out 1 foot. It'll be tiled on both sides with 2 niches on the inside, and that will create a shelf area so that we can remove this, put a nice shelving area in there for the towels. The plumbing, this green, if we can see that green line there represents plumbing that's going to have to go inside the wall. That's where I'm going to need help with a plumber. I'm not a plumber. So they'll come up from the basement, they'll put plumbing here, and it will attach to the outside shower area. And notice I'm pointing to this wall. But actually we're going to do it on both walls. My brother-in-law said that he thinks that this would be nice if we put 2 showers on both sides of the shower. I said, okay, well, let's do that. I'm okay with that. Okay, this is a knee wall. It's going here and up to here. And this knee wall has to be done real good because later on we're going to put the shower door, which is glass, and it has to be done right so that that glass does not wobble over time. So here's a knee wall here, comes out here. Toilet stays the same. Sink, of course, we'll get a new sink. The toilet and sink will stay in place throughout the renovation. That's going to be a fancy trick. This is going to be a used bathroom while we're doing the renovation. One thing that I learned on YouTube, the good guys, they always clean up after themselves. So this is one of the tools that you'll be seeing me use. Just got this today. This came in the mail. Amazon. Well, let's catch something else. We're going to be using that to keep the dust level down, clean up after ourselves, and I'll be explaining the different tools to you that I'm going to use as we go along. Here's another niche right here. This niche right here on this inside wall is to handle all the toilet paper. That toilet paper should be sitting in there and you'll not really see any toilet paper on the floor. I want to get rid of everything on the floor and on the walls and make it go away. Your toiletry, bathroom cleanup items, right here, the blue, the line going, it's going to be a seat inside the shower. But it's going to be a functional seat. In other words, it's going to open up and we will house all of the cleaning materials inside here so that nothing is cluttered up inside the bathroom. The plan: new floor, new walls, the tile goes all the way up to the ceiling, and here in this area there will be tile in the shower area. And this will be tile just to the deck, and the deck will be painted. We will have a new light and fan that vents probably in the attic. Or it may vent on the outside, but I think we could vent it in the attic. We just had our attic renovated and insulated, and the people that did it put a lot of vents, so we have a lot of vents up there, and I think that that vent should be all right. This area right here we're going to just go over with tile. There will be a new shelving area here that I will have built that will fit right in. There shouldn't be any problem at all with that. How do you fit a square peg in a round hole? There is room. The room is in the cavities of the wall, which require a little more work, but I'll have the time through the winter to do it. And again, the areas that require more expertise, I'm going to have people that know what you're doing to come and take care of that so that we don't get into any problems. The biggest problem is, the biggest challenge is making sure that the floor, the shower floor, the tub area is done right. We want to make sure that that's done right so that we don't have any leaking problems later on. Let me see. I'm going to go through this with you so that you see it as we go along. It should look pretty nice in my head, and as I look on YouTube and I see some of the different designs that they have provided, it should look pretty nice. I don't know what color of tile or we're going to use yet. I'll let my wife decide that, but it will probably be something like at least 2 different types on the wall and a different type on the floor. Not really sure what that is yet. You're going to be witnessing the process, so I hope that you have a good laugh out of it. Now, it should work out all right. It's not going to be something that's done overnight. We'll take our time at it. I am not an expert. I'm not a carpenter. I'm just the average do-it-yourselfer, and I want to do this, and I want to do it because it needs to be done. The price is right, and I've got good people to help me along the line, and I'm not afraid of the process. I'm not afraid of it. I've played with tools long enough that I've gotten accustomed to them. I'm not afraid of them, so I can use them. And I'm going to show you all along how we use it. Just one, the reciprocating saw, just got that rascal, help in the niches. That's a new one for me, but it should be one that really helps me do the job. Get rid of this guy. It's going to go inside the wall. And pretty much everything you see on the wall, everything here, all the toilet paper, all of that's going to be recessed inside the wall through nice quality niche construction. Niches are going to be the biggest part of this. My grandson, again, I can't mention him enough because he's pushing me. He said, hey, get it done. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the materials. Get it done. Give him a budget of $5,000 for this. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And with that, I bid you farewell and peace out.